It's hard to believe it's November again. Oh, this time of year racks my nerves. I don't know why. Maybe it's because another year is slipping by, or maybe it's because, I don't like winter. And like I said, it's been kind of weird the weather, last few years, but of course they'll say it's some grade changing event that makes you have to go out and spend $60,000 on a car you can't afford just to allegedly save the environment. Uh, that always freaked me out about that. I'm like, yo, but that's all that nonsense. We ain't gonna go into that. I'm not in the mood to get political, and it's too early in the morning. I'm just hoping that guy across the way did not walk in and leave those nice bright lights on, because most of these cars should be on timers by now, given the age we're in, and nobody can remember to turn their lights off. Ugh. Yes, folks, I remember when you had to turn off to make sure you had the keys in one hand and the light switch hitting going off in the other when you turned off a car. But pretty soon your car is going to drive itself, and you're just going to be, expendable, cargo. But it's not too bad a morning out here. It's just 56 degrees, and it's not raining yet. Well, it rained probably earlier. I can tell by the cars that have been out here a while. But as far as Doctor Who goes, nobody has anything yet. But I was sitting here on the way to work, and I was thinking, wow, just imagine this. The usual suspects have nothing to complain about now for about a year. I'm not kidding. And it's like the adjusted figures came in for Doctor Who, put the episode at around 5.3 million for the consolidated rating, which made it the second most watched program of the day, fifth most of the entire week. And for the most part, for that night, Doctor Who blew all the other scripted dramas out of the water. But of course, it's failing. Yeah, that's why Disney Plus is sinking their teeth into it. You see, you gotta love these people who talk out their ass and have no idea what they've been talking about. But just because of the fact they can't stand the fact that the current, the doctor at that time didn't have a twig and berries, they hide it behind cute little words like virtue signaling, woke, and everything else. And then they think they're the gods of the internet because they get thousands upon thousands of views. It's like, dude, garbage in, garbage out. It's the old saying. Oh yeah, they're RTD coming back and Tenet coming back. The viewing figures will probably definitely go up. The only show that beat Doctor Who that night was Strictly Come Butt Licking, and that's because it was a some kind of reveal, where they give off the final stats or whatever, something along that line. And those people watch live because they don't want to be the last to find out. It's a way called, it's a reality show, it's a contest. No one's going to skip out on watching that live, otherwise, they'll get it spoiled for them Monday morning or online somewhere before they can watch it. So that's not unexpected. Sadly, reality TV is now the norm because it's cheaper to produce, cheaper to put out, and they always get high ratings because no one wants to be left out of the action when the results come in. But just think, Narcotic and the Bully and everybody else, you've got nothing to complain about for a year. Oh, we have our share of reality TV too, and like I said, one of the reasons why I don't have cable television, if if I want to watch something, we have it on streaming. We got Netflix. The only pay services we have are right now are Paramount Plus. See whatever that is, and Netflix. Everything else we can watch pretty much what we want on free streaming. Because I don't like commercials. So Netflix is even talking about couldn't put commercial ads in to recover their revenue. And I'm sitting there going, yeah, you do that and kiss goodbye to the rest of your subscribers. Me probably being one of them. I know, sadly, yeah, that's going to be the case about watching Doctor Who internationally now, is you're going to have to get Disney Plus. Somebody at BBC America and all that, or ABC, whatever, somebody really screwed the pooch, but that's how they get you. Well, I don't know how they're doing. I'm at work. All I know is Oreo was bouncing around the house like a lunatic this morning. Sophie is her usual self in the morning, which is useless. She's getting older now, so she takes her naps. I know, they've been screaming, rest in peace, Doctor Who, and they always get the year wrong. It's 1963 to 2017. Well, all you guys who keep saying that, only the real Whovians are the classical era, blah, blah, you missed a hell of a show then if you didn't watch Power of the Doctor. And of course, sadly, Tom Baker was not available for some reason or the other. But hey, that was the perfect way to bring the doctors in, bring some of the companions in. And it's like, I wasn't expecting William Russell to get up and run around and have a full-blown episode. Come on, the man's 96 years old or 97, something like that. He's, I'm just glad he was there, period. Yeah, Oreo was bouncing off the walls this morning. I don't know what had him all excited. Yep. All I'm saying, folks, is this. What I can find out, I'll let you know, but some of my sources were still inside Bad Wolf. That's how not Bad Wolf, I mean the BBC, which is how we found out what we did find out. And, well, I hired Sophie to do a bit for voice acting. I haven't spoken to her in years. Like I said, I interviewed her a couple times. We had her on the show for a Q&A, and it was a blast. She's just, she's just a hell of a person. And she's always very busy. I never got to meet her in person. You see, I've talked to her via email, I've talked to her via, online chat, whatever, and online, communication, but finally, hopefully going to get to meet her at Chicago TARDIS this year. How the audio's going? I keep putting them off, and I feel bad about that because I say Time to Pull the Weeds is close to finished. there's a, yeah, like I said, there's a couple more scenes I want to do on that one. That was supposed to be like a small little 10, maybe 15-minute thing, and now it's approaching a half hour. It became a full-blown play. I'm doing all the voices because it's just, when I started actually doing it, that's just how it came out. I wanted there to be, actual just roles, not be a total narration. And so I decided to do the roles myself. My Scottish accent sucks. I'm going to warn you right off the bat. But yep, Eric is funny and Eric is dangerous. But there's a reason why Eric is the way he is, and we're going to find out a bit more about that if I ever finish Murder on the Chautauqua, which I feel bad because, hell, I don't even think I've talked to the voice cast in a couple months. There was somebody who dropped out on me, and that really threw things into a pickle because now I've got to put their character off to the side somewhere. When I was hoping they were going to be a bigger player in it, but I'm like, are you bugging my quarters again? I bug everyone's quarters. I know, you may want to go check your group though, because I didn't check on, I had a couple groups. I had one I took over because it belonged to a friend, but he dropped it, so it had no admin. And I took it over just to keep the seat warm and keep it going. And I let it go for a couple weeks, and then I go back, and there's some idiot posting in there that we're going to be cutting inactive members, blah, blah, blah. If you want to, if you still prefer, say yes if you're still interacting or whatever. And it's a phishing scam. So, oh, okay, about to say, yeah, so go in, if you have a group out there, go make sure these idiots aren't working it. Because, like I said, it's not even a huge group, and I've already had at least half a dozen of these messages crop up. I even posted in the group, do not fall for these posts. There's only one moderator in this group, and it's me. And I have not put out anything about cutting inactive members. So I know it's got to be some kind of phishing scam. Okay, folks, I got to get going. I just looked at the time. Please take care of yourselves and each other today. Be kind, be calm, be safe. Enjoy your first day of November. And hopefully we'll see you all on the flip side. Take care. I'm out of here. I got to go do my 9 hours.